You're big for nothing. You are traveling big for nothing. You're senseless. You don't have sense. You don't have brain. You don't know how to talk. You're a stupid ego. Fuck you. Why am I talking to you for silence?
This. Look at it. See. Chai. Chris, oh. Guys, I just watched the funniest fight ever in Big Brother Naija season 10. So KAYBOBO and MENSAN are fighting over bread. KAYBOBO is accusing MENSAN of stealing his bread. Meanwhile, MENSAN did not take his bread. Kumi is the person that took the bread, and guess what? He went to hide it upstairs in somebody's box. So this is what I think Kumi actually took KAYBOBO's bread. So Isabella and Kumi are an item in the house. They had issues last night. They've been sleeping together in the same bed, but last night they didn't sleep together on the same bed. Guess where Isabella slept? She slept on KAYBOBO's bed. They cuddled, and I'm very sure Kumi saw them cuddling together in the same bed. And he decided to pay him back in his own coin. He took his bread and he has set everywhere on fire. It is crazy, like really, really crazy. And now KAYBOBO doesn't know. He's accusing his innocent Mensa of taking his bread. And guess what? That's not even the funny part for me. The funny part for me is the fact that KAYBOBO went to the diary room to hit the gong. So I don't know. Is he expecting Big Brother to come out to vindicate MENSAN, or is he expecting Big Brother to play a tape showing who actually took the bread? Because that's what he just kept on saying, that Big Brother is going to play the tape now. Hey guys, welcome to Trending with Zainab. So it's another Dede Bbnaija update video. And in today's video, we have KAYBOBO versus MENSAN. They've even picked a date. They said October 5th they are going to fight. MENSAN is saying he's going to less KAYBOBO. And KAYBOBO is saying that if they born his papa well, that he should mess him, he should less him. That if he doesn't less him, he is a bastard. I'm like, okay, October 5th it is then. Let's go. So we don't know the location yet. If it's Ebute Meta or if it's going to be Biggie's house, or we just need a location so that all of us can turn up. Anyways, that's by the way. So this is what actually started the fight. KAYBOBO, Isabella, MENSAN, Sabrina, they were all in the kitchen. They were cooking. KAYBOBO was prepping his breakfast. So he wanted to fry eggs and some meat. So he put his bread that he was giving, because now he's the head of house that gives them bread because of shortage of food in the house. So he put his bread in the oven, to take it at a later time. So according to him, when he wanted to go and take the bread was like... Who dig this pit? There was no bread inside. This was where he actually fled up. Now, at this same time, what's his name now? MENSAN was eating bread in the house. He was eating bread on the in the dining area. So that was how KAYBOBO went to meet MENSAN and said, "Give me my bread." And that was where MENSAN lost it. It was like, he's not going to answer you. That why would he come and tell him that you should give him his bread? Why would you come and tell me to give you your bread? You did not even ask politely. If your bread is missing and you probably see someone eating your bread, right? Before you accuse the person, or before you even now get angry, you should ask the person politely, did you take my bread? Not start shouting or start accusing the person that, why did you take my bread? You took my bread. Give me my bread. You guys know there's already history between these two. They've already fought before, like serious fights, that Big Brother had to call KAYBOBO into the diary session, into the diary room rather. So this is like part 2 of the fight, or should I say continuation on the fight? Anyways, the same thing. So they started going at each other, throwing words. KAYBOBO insisted that no, he's not going to beg you. He's going to ask you direct, like give me my bread, because he knew, according to him, he was so sure that it was MENSAN that took his bread. And to now make matters worse, MENSAN was eating bread in the house. MENSAN was the only one eating bread at that time. So it just felt like he was the one that took the bread. Even the HOH came and he tried to explain to KAYBOBO that he was actually the one that gave MENSAN this bread that he's eating, that it is not his bread. But KAYBOBO insisted that it was MENSAN that took his bread, that if it's not the one that he's eating, that means he actually went to hide it. So he should bring out his bread. He kept on going to the diary room to is he hit that the gong so that Big Brother would open the door. I don't know why. He was saying that Big Brother should play the tape, that if he finds out that it's Mensan that took his bread, Mensan is not going to have it funny. So they kept on throwing words. He was calling Mensan a thief. Mensan as well was giving him back, was calling him all sort of names. Telling him to go back to America, that they deported him and all of that. KAYBOBO was like, see, he's an American citizen. That Mensan has not achieved quarter of what he KAYBOBO has achieved in his life. While they were going back and forth, guess what was happening? They showed us Kaikumi upstairs hiding the bread. I'm like, okay, he actually covered the bread with a towel, or yeah, he covered the bread with is it a towel or a wrapper? He was finding a place to put the bread, so he eventually put the bread in somebody's box, and nobody knew that he was the one that took it. Nobody saw him. When he finished, he came down like nothing happened. I'm like, oh my goodness. This is actually crazy. Guys, KAYBOBO was not backing down. He said he must find his bread today. And he was so sure that it was Mensan that took the bread. And it's not like Mensan wasn't even going to reply. You shouldn't just come to me and start accusing me that I took your bread. Then he asked, finally, he now said, did you take my bread? But Mensan at that time wasn't having it. He was like, no, I'm not going to answer you. Do your worst. So this agitated KAYBOBO so much. He kept on ranting and ranting, going left, right, and center, going back and forth. The diary room, knocking on Biggie's door to come out and save the day, to play one miraculous tape that I have never seen of Dede Bbnaija. I'm like, KAYBOBO, no, this is Big Brother is not. Even Imisi was like, Big Brother is not going to open the door for you, so you're just wasting your time hitting this thing. So they just kept on going back and forth, back and forth. People were trying to calm the situation down. The thing got heated like over 2 times, you know. Even Mensan had to climb on the couch because you guys know KAYBOBO is tall. So he climbed on the couch. He was pointing at KAYBOBO that you're very, throwing insults. They're very stupid. Like, fool, they did not give you home training. Going back at each other, searching, everywhere, searched people's boxes, checked under people's boxes. Then eventually, they found the bread. I'm like, finally we can rest, because KAYBOBO, if he had not eaten that bread today, I'm sure Big Brother would have come out from wherever he was, because he was not willing to back down. He said he had not eaten this morning. And even the painful part of the whole thing is the fact that he cooks for the house. But my problem here is, in this matter, Mensan is actually right on this. Like, if you want to, you can't just accuse me straight. Like, as long as you did not see me taking your bread, you didn't catch me red-handed, you have no right to accuse me. Like, if you want to ask me, you ask me politely, did you take my bread, right? If I now respond to you in some kind of way, that's when you can now take an offense. But you cannot just come straight and say, oh, you took my bread, when there's no evidence. So out of all the 4 people in what's it called, in the kitchen at that time, Sabrina was there. Who else was there again? Isabella was there. Mensan was there. Mensan was like, so he's the only person that looked like he could steal bread. Like, he was really angry this time around. Like, he was like banned for banned, to be honest. But anyways, like I said, KAYBOBO has found this bread. So yeah, we can rest, because this bread cost something. It cost something in the house. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'd love to read from you. See you all in the next one. Bye.